I've lived in Lambeth for over 20 years, over 20 years, and I've been a TRH here for about 9 years. I also get involved in a lot of community things and community activities, and I'm also part of the Lambeth board for the North area. I think it's quite vibrant and it's lively.
Yeah.
And the tube station, we call it the international airport of London because there's so many different languages comes out of the tube station, believe it or not, in Lambeth. And so many variety of diversity of people. It's amazing. So imagine coming out of the tube station and you got all these different languages. It's quite amazing, especially when they have things at the O2 and function, and at the weekend it's very busy now. You've got Brixton Village at the back where they've got a lot of cafes and things and little restaurants in there now, so it's very lively. And they're also moving the Oval Theatre from down at the Oval. That's going to be in Cole Harbour Lane in Brixton. They're just building it now. Well, because I've been on the board for quite a long time now, and people come to me and ask about repairs and so forth. I thought, well, let me put money in for it. Why not? Let me come and meet the new contractors first. Well, bad customer service, I think, is when a resident or a tenant is totally frustrated about the repairs not being done, whether it's on time or not being done properly. I think that's the most bad experience, is not having customer satisfaction. Oh yeah, for instance, when a young man and the estate asked me about sorting out the roof in the leaking roof, same problem, and he had his job number and he tried to phone the contractor and he waited for an hour and still didn't get through because then it was 5 o'clock by now and the phone line just went off. So that is one of the most frustrating things for residents, is not being able to get through to the contractors as well, and also waiting for a visit regarding repairs, and you wait all day and no one turns up, or no one phones you, or no one acknowledges that, hang on a minute, I should have been at that property, and yet you've waited all day, you've took time off work and waited, and to no avail, no one turns up or no one get in touch, and then you have to then go and call the call centre again to say what's happening. So yeah, those are quite frustrating things for residents. Number one is not to miss appointments, and I think that if there's an appointment booked and the operator cannot make the appointment, it makes sense to get in touch with the resident and say, look, we're not going to make it today because due to the time span, we'll come tomorrow or we'll come another day. But don't leave people sitting there and waiting, because I think that's the most frustrating thing for tenants and residents, is to sit there waiting when they could be doing something else, or someone could have cancelled an appointment. And yeah, so it'd be quite helpful to let them know, right, we're not going to come today due to circumstances. We can't make it today. Just let the resident know that what's happening, so then they can change their plans accordingly. I've had problems where someone said, oh, we've been, and I said, well, you can't have been because I actually have a dog. And if you knock the door, the dog automatically barks. That's what dogs do. That's how you know sometimes. And even when the postman drops a letter, the dog barks. So when someone says, well, we've been, you can say, no, you haven't been. And also, you didn't drop a card, or sometimes they just drop the card and go. So that's unacceptable. Good customer service is, as I said, is to have happy tenants, happy residents, and so you have a happy company. And I think that's a good motto for you.
Yeah.
Happy company. Fortem, the happy company. Yeah. And keeping, and also, to text. There's a text messaging service. So you text customers and say, right, your operator will be there within 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So they kind of have an idea. So if they wanted to run to the shop or something like that, they know that, right, I need to get home within 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, or an hour, because that operator will be there in that time, rather than just sitting there waiting. So that would be good customer service also, to help people to know how to fix their business for during the day, instead of just waiting. To be polite and be respectful. Because I know some residents can be a little bit, but as an operator, you have to look above that and just keep your composure and keep your professionalism and keep yourself respectful and polite to them at all times, no matter what they say or do. Stay polite, stay professional, and that will put you in good stead. Smile.
That's a nice one. That's really good, yeah.
Smile, because smile goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because nothing worse than someone come and they're all grumpy and miserable. It wasn't my fault you got out of the wrong side of the bed, so come and just smile and be polite.